Yo, what's up guys? Dean Terrell here from Terrell Game Vlogs, here to bring you a video that I haven't brought you in general because I have been gone from this channel in almost 2 weeks, which tends to happen when life gets in the way and when your ability to remember to do videos in some situations kind of dies. Not the motivation, just more so shit's been going on and I've been tired, and which actually created the subject for today's video. Today's video is going to be on the concept of savings and the struggles that come with it, because my lord, is it annoying some of the things I have to deal with, or just people have to deal with in general in saving. If you've noticed, every time you try to save money, everything seems to go wrong as you're saving money. Like, it's never a process in which like you save money and you're able to comfortably save, unless you just are having any struggles. I think the only type of people who can really do this are children. I think children can get away with saving, and usually if you're not, as a child, you're not thinking about saving. So if you are still living with your parents and you're under the age of 18 and you're like maybe 14, 13, 12, start saving, because it will benefit you in the long run when you have to deal with a whole bunch of bullshit. Because saving as an adult is almost infuriating. I love it how you make the decision to start saving, and it's because no one wants to. You learn pretty quickly that the whole living paycheck by paycheck thing is frustrating as hell. So you want to have savings so you can have rainy day funds for when shit goes wrong, and so you can just have extra money to do things you want. So you save with your noble intentions, and then boom, car repairs needed. Boom, surprise bills from unexpected surgeries that you weren't trying to have. Usually this happens in the form of car accidents or some type of accident in general. And oh look, you need a certain amount of money to fix this thing on your car. It's like, come on. And then it's like, oh look, by the way, here's some stuff from the government that you owe, and oh look, you're behind on your credit card payments that you didn't know you had because no one told you, and your uncle was using your card without your permission again. It's always a fucking beautiful situation when that kind of shit happens, and shit just stacks. It's a stack of bullshit that you didn't even plan for. So the bad news is that you haven't really saved shit. The good news is, at least because you started saving then, you had enough to cover the bullshit that came out of nowhere, which is the whole purpose of savings in the first place. So there's a silver lining in it, but the concept is still annoying as shit to you. It's like the whole point of saving is so it's there, and you can be in a relaxed situation where when you first start saving and that happens, it just kind of kills your motivation, even though you don't realize that it's benefited you. Because also, that's just because human beings have the tendency of looking at the negative way more than looking at the positive. So what we end up doing is running into situations in which there is a silver lining, but we're too annoyed and aggravated with the situation to either notice or give a shit about it. What pisses me off even more is you have people in your life who notice that you start saving, and then they'll make jokes after you've just like spent a ridiculous amount of money. So how's those savings going? Well, actually pretty good, considering I was able to pay everything off that came at me recently. So the savings aren't high right now, but damn it, they did their job. But as I said, you're not thinking about that. You're thinking about, God damn it, I saved $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, and now I'm back down to either $1,000 or less. And then they get mad at you when it's like, oh, I thought you were saving when you go and buy something for yourself. It's like, look, I've already spent $4,000 today. I don't think an extra 20 is gonna kill me. But you still get that dude in the back to be like, oh, I thought you were saving. Fuck you. I am saving. That's what allowed me the ability to be able to afford to buy this McDonald's meal that 2 weeks ago I wouldn't have been able to buy because I wasn't saving. So I don't want to hear that shit. And what makes it worse is that people always give you these half-ass suggestions like, oh, well, you can use a credit card. You should start using your credit card. It's like people forget that you have to pay credit cards back. But then again, nowadays people find so many ways to cheat the system that it's like, oh, well, I owe $3,000 on my credit card. Oh, whatever, it's not a big deal. Because to me, the credit card's like a last resort thing. Like, I go through my normal savings first because I don't have to pay back my normal savings. And then the credit card will be like my trump card, like my fucking Exodius, if I want to make a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. It's me drawing that final part of Exodius and winning the game. Like that's what the credit card is. The thing is, you can't rely on it all the time because insanely hard to get, and then once you get it and you do shit like that, it hurts you immensely. Which is why my whole mentality currently in terms of money saving has been, and people also got to remember, and this is just for people who want to save, act like you don't have the money. Like, the problem is people get savings and know they have the money, so they act reckless with their normal money. You need to pretend like that extra $100 you're putting away after every check, pretend like that money doesn't exist. Pretend like you're buying something with that $100, even though it's just going into your savings. Pretend like that $100 doesn't exist instead of knowing that is going into your savings. Because the moment you recognize that you have savings and you act and you spend your money as if you have savings, is the moment you can't save. That's like the biggest problem with people trying to save. People who try to save don't act like they don't have the money, which is the point of saving. Act like you don't have the money. Pretend like your checking is the only source of income you have, and what's in that is it. Now, obviously, that won't be it. But if you think of it that way, then you're more inclined to save in your savings versus just get a little. Because some people, the other problem is a lot of people get randomly reckless during their saving. It's like you save for 6 months, you get up like maybe $1,000 or $2,000, and then you get reckless because you know it's there, and you start casually spending. So what you end up doing is that you're depositing $50 in your savings, but spending like $60 in the same week. So you're not really saving. If anything, you're at a detriment. Don't touch your savings. Act like your savings doesn't one of the things I do is I use automatic transfers, which means the money's automatically taken out as soon as I get paid. Therefore, in my mind, I'm not getting paid, let's say like $4,000 every 2 weeks. I'm getting paid $2,000. It's a mental trick. And because I don't touch my savings, I'm allowed to do that. Now, granted, when I'm in a situation where I have to pay a ridiculous amount of money at once in a very small time frame, that's when it exists again. But that's just me. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. This has been the Lost Game for your boy Terrell, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.